We continue on the Domino's post-game report. Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, first half, frenetic pace. You kind of own that half, but a 10-2 run for the Bulldogs. Midway through the second half, 7 turnovers in a short span for your team. What turned the tide in that little stretch?
I told our guys, I thought we had really good preparation coming in this game, and I thought our performance the first half was really, really sound. Was really, really happy for them. Felt like they had thrown the first punch, so to speak, and it set a tone. We came out after the half, focused on a few little things we need to improve on, and it seemed as if Wingate came out with a new sense of purpose themselves. I really thought probably the turning point in my mind in the game was, we don't make free throws second half, so we don't capitalize, and then the turnovers. And when Charles Clark, who is your go-to guy, has 7 turnovers, that's a problem. And that, the free throws and the turnovers just absolutely were the difference for us there the second half. We just could not make up those losses.
Season ends, a season where you had to battle tons of adversity, a bevy of injuries. Brian Campbell was one of the busiest people on the planet.
Yeah. But
still, this team shows fight and zeal. How do you sum up the 2015-16 rendition of the Carson-Newman Eagles?
Every experience is a learning opportunity, and we try to use this with our guys. But it's been a very frustrating kind of season because there have been so many things that we couldn't control that have occurred, and then some of the things that we could control, we've not done as good a job with that, I thought. So it's a learning experience for us. We have, you lose a Carson Brooks, you lose a Josh Rogers. Those guys have had really impressive careers here and done a lot to sort of help establish the identity of our program. But they move on, and we've got a handful of guys returning that I think hopefully have had experiences here that we can build on and be prepared going into next season with a better product than we put out there this year. I like so many things about our guys, but it just sort of seemed like you said, there were too many things that we just, for whatever reasons, could not overcome this season.
Sawyer Williams becomes the 23rd Eagle to crest 1,000 points in a career, doing so in his junior season. What's that say about him as he gets ready for a senior season?
Well, obviously he's a shot maker. He's come in here and been a guy that's played a lot of basketball his first 3 years. Will play and will be our post presence going into next season. And so I'm really happy for him. It's funny. He's the kind of kid that he wasn't even aware of any of that. He didn't have a clue where he was at and any of that stuff, and we didn't even think about it. When I mentioned it to him, he was surprised by it. So it says something about him that he's not interested necessarily in those kind of accolades, more so about our team accolades and the performances themselves. So we're just glad he's back. I think he is a potential all-league kind of player here, and we feel like that's a really good, solid foundation on which to build upon.
You look at it, this game was a scrappy contest, a bit of a scuffle early in the second half, double technicals on Isaiah Cureton and Carson Brooks. Did that change the complexion of the game?
Absolutely. That hurt things, too, because now Carson goes from having 2 fouls to 4 instantly early in the second half. As long as they're a sport, coaches are going to disagree with officials, and that's just part of it. But it was there were a lot of situations I thought in this game that I didn't understand, our players didn't understand, and we couldn't really sort of, I guess, maybe escape some of those realities. And you can read what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So there it is.
Final thoughts on the 2015-16 season?
Just wish we could have done a little bit better. I thought this team had the chance to really advance in this tournament. Unfortunately, it came to a stop for us here at Wingate. A lot of credit goes to Brian Good and his team. They're a tough opponent. I think they'll do good in this tournament. I could easily see them advancing to the championship round. And I think they'll be in the NCAA tournament with at least an at-large bid. So I'm happy for them. But I hate it for our guys. I think they really were ready for this game, and I thought we did it right for half a game, but just could not finish it.
Chuck, thanks for the time. We'll talk to you next season.
Thanks, Cap.
That is Carson-Newman, head men's basketball coach